Good evening and welcome to this edition of HPU News on Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. I'm Paris Dunford.
And I'm Courtney Wallen.
Tonight, two UNCG students find a surprise in their closet.
A popular store files for bankruptcy.
And did you watch the Super Bowl this year? Many didn't.
But first, we head over to meteorologist Dylan Lynn with our High Point weather and beyond. Dylan?
Good evening, High Point. I'm meteorologist Dylan Lynn, here to give you all things weather. First, we're going to talk about our 7-day forecast. So far today on Tuesday, we reached that high of 72 degrees. Unfortunately, tonight we're going to head down to 53, and then tomorrow we're going to be a high of 67 with a low of 57 and a 30% chance of rain. Thursday, we're going to reach another high of 72 degrees, a low of 55. Friday, we are going to be going at 61, a low of 27 at 30% chance of rain. And then on the weekend, it's going to be pretty cold in those mid-40s. But fortunately enough, on Monday, we're going to jump back up into those 50s weather with that 30% chance of rain. Now we're going to move on to our regional temperatures, where we are going to be overall, right now, we are pretty temperate. Overall, we got in the Triad area, we got 51, then over down in Wilmington with 43. Over in Georgia and Atlanta, we got 58, and then up in the Northeast with Washington at 41 and Elkins at 49, and then also in Chicago, we got that 25. So it's remaining pretty cold in the Northeast so far with that jet stream that has been coming in from the north. Now we're going to talk about our national temperatures. And you'll see overall it is pretty cold up in the Northeast. At International Falls right now at -18, in Bismarck -8. And then over in Seattle we got 22, Portland 29, Los Angeles 50. And then down there in Texas in San Antonio we got 67, 55 in Orlando, and 67 in Miami. Well, that is all the weather I have for you tonight. Back to Paris and Courtney.
Thank you, Dylan. It was beautiful today.
It was.
I finally got to put away that big winter jacket.
Oh my
Very
goodness,
exciting.
it was great.
One UNCG student made an interesting discovery this weekend in her closet. The student, Maddie, said she had clothes and other items that were going missing each day. Her and her roommates were convinced that her apartment was haunted with a ghost. That is, until they called out to a rattling noise in their closet and a voice answered, "Oh, hi, I'm Drew." Maddie said she opened her closet door to find 30-year-old Andrew Swafford dressed head to toe in her clothes. Swafford appeared in court on Monday via video conference from the Guilford County Jail. He was jailed under a $26,000 bond on 14 felony charges, including larceny and identity theft.
Winston-Salem police are investigating the first homicide of 2019. The police were called to North Jackson Avenue around 8 o'clock last night. One person is dead, but no one is in custody. Police have not released the name of the victim or details surrounding the shooting.
Bennett College is celebrating this week after receiving a very large donation. The college was facing a financial crisis that could end in a closing of the campus doors. They had a goal to fundraise $5 million and will reach that goal. After the president of High Point University is donating $1 million to the private college in Greensboro. Dr. Cubain announced the news in a press conference this past Friday. This gift is the biggest donation the college has received since they began their fundraising efforts 2 months ago.
And now here to tell us all about what's going on our busy campus is Emma Parson. Emma, what's happening this week?
Good evening, High Point. This week, as always, we have lots of great events on campus, starting on Wednesday, 8, with a fundraising trip to Get Air, a trampoline park with BCA. I don't know about you guys, but I love trampolines, so hurry up and save your spot today before they fill up. On Thursday, we have two must-attend events. At 4:30 in Phillips Hall, David Clow, author of Book on Animals, will be speaking about his new book and his experiences that inspired his writing. You can sign up for your tickets today online at HPU Connect. BCA has another event at 9 o'clock, Split Happens, where you can enjoy a fun night of bowling at AMF Greensboro. So grab your bowling shoes and roll on up. That's all we have for you this week, but tune in next week to get the latest scoop on campus events coming your way. Good night, High Point.
I really do love bowling. I don't get to go a lot, but it's a lot of fun.
It is so much fun, definitely.
Thanks, Emma. Popular women's clothing chain Charlotte Russe is being added to the long list of brick-and-mortar stores closing its doors. With online sales taking the lead, Charlotte Russe is closing nearly 100 of their 500 stores across the nation.
The Walmart in High Point is opening their doors this week, but not fully. The store is partially opening their doors after an intentionally set fire caused $1 million worth of damage. Only 80% of the store will be open, with grocery and health and beauty fully operating. The fire took place January 28th when officers responded to a shoplifting call. Daniel Daly was arrested in connection with the fire on charges of resisting, delaying, and obstructing officers, larceny, and arson. And now we welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Kevin McMahon has entered the building. What's happening, Kevin?
You know what? A lot of good stuff. Let's talk about those High Point Panthers. It was family weekend last week for HPU, and the High Point Panthers showed out, going on a perfect 3-0 run on Saturday. Let's talk about it. The High Point lacrosse team kicked off the action with a 13-0 victory over the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Sophomore Asher Nolting, who finished his freshman year with 66 points, already has recorded 7 points after his first game. The sophomore sensation scored 3 goals and had 4 assists. If that wasn't impressive enough for you, HPU's goalie Tim Troutner Jr. recorded a shutout with 6 saves. After the game, we found out my man had the flu and still played at the elite level that he always does. HPU is 1-0 in the season and will travel to Duke tomorrow to take on the number 2 in the nation, Blue Devils, at 7 o'clock. The High Point women's basketball team scored a big win over the Hampton Pirates, 82-73. The senior from Dayton, Ohio, Emma Backrath, had a massive day. She dropped 32 points in the Panthers' winning effort. There was a stretch in the second half where it felt like she couldn't miss. The rest of the conference took notice as Backrath was named the Big South's Player of the Week. Hampton came into the game second, and the Panthers were third. This win caused a tie between the Panthers and the Pirates for second place. The Panthers traveled to Farmville, Virginia to take on the Longwood Lancers tonight. And in the nightcap on Saturday, it was Tubby Smith and the Panthers picking up a big W against the Hampton Pirates, 85-69. HPU's Brandon Kamga did his best Lance Stevenson impression, air guitar and all, scoring 16 points and bringing in 7 boards. The energy in the Miller Center was off the charts. The win puts the Panthers legitimately in the hunt for a Big South title, which puts them in a tie for 4th with a 5-3 conference record in a very crowded standings picture. This sets up a massive game on Thursday in the Miller Center as one of the best players in the nation, Chris Clemens, and the Campbell Fighting Camels travel to High Point to take on the Panthers at 7 o'clock on Thursday. So go support your Panthers. It's a big one. All right, we're going to send it back to my 2 favorite people in the entire world, Paris Dunford and Courtney Wallen.
Thank you, Kevin. It's always great to have you around.
We'll be back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Let me tell you something. Block sucks. It's time for a little magic.
My name is Yankee. My last name is Kendall. So jokes on you. League. Buy all the diamonds from Africa. Yes, they support the illegal diamond trade. It's insane. You should follow them on Instagram.
Welcome back to HPU News. I'm Paris Dunford.
And I'm Courtney Wallen. Many watched the Pats face the Rams on Sunday night, but not as many as in recent years. According to fast total audience estimates from Nielsen, the Super Bowl drew 100.7 million viewers across all platforms. This is a 2.6% decrease from last year's 103.4 million viewers. Less eyes on the big game means less eyes on those popular commercials we all love so much. What was your favorite ad this year?
I had a lot of favorite ads, but I felt like they could have done a little bit better. But now it's time we visit our entertainment expert, Kevin. Kevin, what is going on in the world of entertainment?
Hey guys, it's Kevin McMahon, and I got some entertainment news for you. A lot happened this week in the entertainment industry. Kylie Jenner has many people speculating on whether or not she's expecting baby number 2 after posting a photo on Instagram with her baby daddy, Travis Scott, with the caption, "Baby number 2?" ? Many are questioning if she actually is. More than 6.6 million people like the post, which comes in almost exactly a year after the reality star confirmed on Instagram the day of the Super Bowl that she gave birth to her daughter, Stormy. There's Storm right there. However, Kylie did in fact confirm she is not pregnant in a comment to a user on Instagram, but if you're asking me, I think she still could be, and to quote her baby daddy, Travis Scott, "It's lit." Then, the infamous TV series You is returning for season number 2. The protagonist, Joe Goldberg, is moving to Los Angeles for the upcoming season. Although I have yet to see the first season, all of the ongoing hype has definitely intrigued me. The show will continue to be based on Caroline Kepnes's book series. However, it will even surprise book readers to the point where they are unsure what is to come. The first season of You streams on Netflix through season 1, though season 1 first aired on Lifetime. In the box office, Glass came in the #1 spot last weekend with grossing over $9 million. Director M. Night Shyamalan brings together the narratives of 2 of his standout originals, which include 2000's Unbreakable and 2016's Split. For those of you who have yet to see the movie, Bruce Willis returns as David Dunn, as does Samuel L. Jackson as Elijah Price, who's also known as yours truly, Mr. Glass. And from 2016 Split are James McAvoy reprising his role as Kevin Wendell Crumb and the multiple identities who reside within him. And Anya Taylor-Joy is Casey Cook, the only captive to survive an encounter with the Beast. Now, I've seen Unbreakable, but not Split, so I'm definitely interested to see how Glass plays out. Glass is currently playing in the AMC at High Point, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. And of course, in the music industry, they've been buzzing recently. Billboard's Top 100 Songs comes in with Ariana Grande's 7 Rings, which isn't surprising to me because her songs, have a huge following. Everybody loves her. In dedication to the new hit, Ariana recently got a tattoo in Japanese, which supposedly translates to 7 rings, but actually it translated to tiny barbecue. I've been to a tiny barbecue once, it was a disaster. However, the singer got the tattoo near the palm of her hand, so luckily it won't be too much of an eyesore. In addition to Ariana Grande's Billboard on the Top 100 list, other artists include Halsey, Without Me. In second place, Post Malone and Sway Lee with Sunflower in third. And of course, Ariana Grande makes another appearance with Thank You Next in fourth. Well, that's all I have for you this week. I think you've had plenty of Kevin McMahon in your life. I will see you next time if they want to bring me back. Back to my 2 favorite people, Paris and Courtney. Come on.
It's a little weird seeing Kevin do something other than sports. What do you think?
I know.
But I loved it. I loved it, Kev.
It was good.
A soap opera star is being mourned today after an unexpected death. 52-year-old Christophe St. John has died, according to his attorney, Mark Garagos. The actor starred in the popular show The Young and the Restless and began his career at the young age of 7. Christophe St. John was 52, and the cause of death has not yet been released.
One 10-year-old Girl Scout is reaping some major benefits after a viral rap song. Kayla Kiki Pashkal created her own rap song to the tune of Cardi B's popular song, Money. The remix has been retweeted over 60,000 times since it was posted Saturday. Kiki sold all of her Girl Scout cookies the day the song was posted. This 10-year-old is definitely entrepreneur in training.
Have you seen it?
I have. It's so cute.
It's so funny.
So cute.
She not only has a good career in business, but probably in some songwriting.
Oh my
too.
goodness,
Definitely.
yes.
Well, that's all we have time for you for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Paris Dunford.
And I'm Courtney Wallen. Have a good night, High Point.